Hello, I'm James Williamson. I'm a Communications Officer here at Lancashire Probation Trust, and I've been helping students from Blackburn College with the Community Challenge project.
Thanks, James. How can projects like Community Challenge support the work of the Lancashire Probation Trust?
Well, I think projects like Community Challenge can help support the work we do within our communications department. The problem with the probation service is that the public aren't aware of what we do. For example, they don't know that we work with victims on the one hand, and what they tend to mainly see is that we offer sort of a soft alternative to custody for offenders, and that we kind of tiptoe around offenders and pander to their needs, which isn't the case at all. When people think about the criminal justice system, they think about the police, the courts, the prison service, but they tend not to know about sort of the vital work we do in between. Ipsos Mori, who regularly run national polls, they conducted a poll in January 2009, and one of the things they found was that over 60% of the adults they questioned in England knew very little about the probation service and what we actually do. And I think in this respect, the students as part of this project can assist our department in raising awareness of the essential work that I mentioned earlier, and basically all the stuff that we do to prevent communities from people who reoffend.
Thank you, James. How have you benefited from your involvement in the project?
But the students' work has complemented the work we do in the communications department on a day-to-day basis. If I'm relating to specific examples, I'd say by interviewing and filming one of our offender managers and transferring the footage to publicly accessible sources like YouTube, I think the students help demonstrate our core business and the scope and breadth of the challenges faced on a daily basis by somebody who's at the heart of everything we do, so to speak. Moving on, I'd say by filming the board meeting, interviewing the chief executive and the board chair, I'd say, and again transferring it to publicly accessible sources, what people can watch, respond to and give their opinion on. I'd say the students helped improve our transparency and provide insight to the public on sort of the decision-making process within our organisation. Another piece of work that the students did was surveying people who took part on community payback schemes. This was particularly interesting for us as they provide us with measurable data on the perceptions and experiences of those who've actually taken part in the community payback process.
Thanks again, James. How would you like to work with Blackburn College students in the future?
Well, our department, we're only a small department at Lancashire Probation. There's only two of us working in communications, so we see the students as a useful additional resource to help us undertake communication work that would normally be beyond our means, so to speak. The work you've done so far with us is proof of that, and we'll obviously be looking for future opportunities where we can utilise your skills and the abilities that you bring to the table. I think the whole process is mutually beneficial as well, because I think by working with us, the students obviously get more knowledge of the criminal justice process and of what Lancashire Probation Trust do, and they also get to learn and develop skills that will be useful if they have job aspirations in this sector or for any kind of interview that they may face in the future.
How can our students promote your services, specifically community payback?
I think one of the areas that students can look at is social media, which can obviously reach a wide and varied range of people. There's a number of ways I think that students could use this. I mean, I could talk at length about this, but if I was to be sort of pithy with it, I'd say students could, for example, set up a Facebook page or a Twitter account which could provide daily updates on some of the improvement schemes and work that Community Payback does across Lancashire on a daily basis. And obviously details of this work, what is to all intents and purposes done to improve communities and make life better for the people who work in them, who live and work in them. Exploring the theme further, perhaps they could set up a Flickr profile and maybe travel around the county and take some pictures of the various community payback schemes mentioned earlier. I mean, community payback has such a visual impact in terms of, you know, people clearing graffiti and like some really dirty and overstrewn areas. I mean, the visual impact, it really lends itself to social media because people can see immediately the good work that is done. Obviously, we would have to ensure that all the work done as part of this dovetails with our communication strategy, but I really think it's a way in which students and our communications department can work together in the future to benefit both agencies.
Thank you very much, James, for all your help.